I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for the introduction. Foremost, thank you for the possibility, for the opportunity to be here. This talk will be very, very different from the former one. So it's not a scientific talk. So prepare yourself for a dream state. So it will be something strange going on here. Okay. Let's begin. Imagine, just imagine, you awake in the morning. You are in your room, in your bed, just like any other morning. Then all of a sudden, a man, unknown to you, enters your bedroom and tells you that you are arrested. So you learn that this man is a guard sent to you by the law. However, this man does not know and is not enabled to explain who has accused you or what your offense was. He tells you he is only fulfilling his orders and his job is to inform you about this new fact of life and to watch over you from this moment on. So begins the Trial, a novel written by Franz Kafka between 1914 and 1916, but first published posthumously. That means after he was already dead in 1925. So I invite you to an immersion into the Kafkaesque world, and will propose that the mental processes of thought and perception of the protagonist of this guy who is arrested in the novel correspond to phenomenological processes that take place in schizophrenia. Indeed, literature can provide insight into the internal states of mind and can contribute to neuroscience, whose most striking question is consciousness, and also to psychiatry, whose most intriguing disorder is schizophrenia. This talk is based on a book chapter I wrote together with Professor Edward Ziff, and this chapter appears in the book Neurological Disorders of Famous Artists, Part 4, published in 2018 by Karger. So if you get interested in this subject, then you can read this chapter because there will be much more things explained about it. Okay. I hope this will be an interesting introduction to this topic. When I speak about phenomenology, phenomenology was a field of philosophy, and when you speak about phenomenology in psychiatry, you are meaning that you are interested in the inner experience of the patient, because as a psychiatrist, when we try to make the diagnosis, we try to make like a checklist. So we see the patient is not recognizing you, or the patient is confused, or the patient is believing he is God, or the patient is feeling persecuted, or he is afraid, he is anxious, and we try to measure his behavior, as Professor Edward Ziff did with the mice, and then we tell, oh, you have schizophrenia, or anxiety disorder, or depression. In phenomenology, at least you try to have a glimpse of the inner state of mind, of these inner experiences, as if you were trying to look from behind or from inside. What's going on into the mind? How is this person perceiving the world? Which change has taken place in his way of perceiving the world or in his thought processes? And when you have a text in literature, even if it's not a real statement, so it's fiction, but despite of this, you can have this glimpse into something which is very intimate, this intimacy that the author provides you. This can help us maybe to understand something about the mind. This is the idea. So.